Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. I'm on vacation, hitting the opera, you knuckles. You dig, you dig, you dig, you dig. Hold on. Is this gonna stay? I don't think it's gonna stay. Oh, it's staying. Yes, sir. Now, let me put on the shirt. Don't need my fat behind. Show you guys my fatness. You got people come on here, you fat. I'm gonna be like, yep, show off. Now, got a hole in my shirt. That's the only reason why. Now, basically, the thing in Alabama, everybody's been wanting to hear how I felt about it. To me, it looks like the man was just basically it basically was they were asking the security guard was asking basically the guys to which were white men, asked them to move their boat because it was blocking the area where the riverboat usually comes and sits right there. Now with that happening, you know, it got out of hand. He was talking to one of the guys, and one of the guys got an attitude, got off of the boat, and just pushed him down. Black dude got up, threw the hat in the air, which is the security guard, and he commenced to going at the guy. They were wrestling, and guys got off the boat. They started jumping on him, but while he was on the ground, he was hitting the dude, hitting the dude with some punches. So now it's saying 3 white men face assault charges in the Alabama riverfront brawl. The arrest warrants were issued on Tuesday by authorities, which is today in Montgomery, Alabama, relating to the chaotic riverfront brawl that broke out on Saturday, during which punches were thrown, people were hit with chairs, and others were thrown into the river. Montgomery Police Chief Daryl Albert announced on Tuesday that 1 man is in custody and 2 others were expected to turn themselves in. Montgomery Mayor Stephen Reed said none of the 3 are residents of the city. So they weren't even residents of the city. So after the white guys jumped on him from the boat, that's when the brothers came. They came down. You had one swimming over there. You had one coming down, confronted them on the boat. They was running away, trying to say, oh, no, I don't have a stick. He got stuck. And that's when the brawl happened. You had other people jumping in. Some people didn't have nothing to do with it. It was, I think, 2 ladies that didn't have nothing. The lady who got hit by the steel chair, I think either she was hitting somebody to get them off of somebody, or she was pulling back, but she got knocked out by the chair by Brother Man. Brother Man just said WWE, top rope, over with. So she got knocked out. The police jumped him and threw him down. Okay? And then there was one woman trying to was getting punched in the gut by, I think, a security guard. I'm not sure, but it was just a big mess. And then you had Marlon Wayans Sambo ass talking about, this isn't right or whatever he said, but he's irrelevant. He done been a Sambo for years now. And there's a lot of places he's taken it, allegedly. Now, the 3 white men named by Montgomery police were Richard Roberts, who is 48, who faces 2 charges of assault, Alan Todd, who is 23, I believe it was the 23-year-old who went over there to hit or push the police. And then you had Zachary Shipman, who's 25, both facing one charge of assault. Now, Albert also asked the 42-year-old Reggie Gray, who is black, come into the police for questioning over allegations that he was violently swinging a chair during the brawl. The Montgomery Advertiser reported that the police chief said at a press conference that the investigation is ongoing and more charges are possible. He noted that no charges related to hate crimes or riot were expected at this time. Albert described the brawl as starting when Damian Pickett, the co-captain of a riverboat called the Harriet II, who is black, asked the white owners of a private boat who had docked their craft in the riverfront space designated for the Harriet II to move, the Advertiser reported. He confirmed that the riverboat was returning from a 2-hour tour with 227 passengers and could not dock for at least 45 minutes after requests to move the obstructing boat were met with curse words, obscene gestures, and taunting. The outlet reported the white boaters then allegedly assaulted the riverboat worker, while one black riverboat passenger dove in the Alabama River and swam the shore to Pickett's aid. Once the Harriet docked, a number of black passengers engaged the white boaters. The racial contours of the fight, coupled with Montgomery's historic connections to the civil rights movement, spurred millions of views for multiple videos of the brawl posted online. So that's basically what happened. So the people saw what was happening. They were on the riverboat. The rest of the black people who got off the boat, they were on the riverboat that was finna to dock. The white guys, one of the white dudes ran up and punched the security guard. So the 3 white guys are finna get charged, which they should, because they're the ones who incited everything. And now everybody's saying, oh, well, the other stuff, the extra stuff, was uncalled for. No, I mean, look, it's like this. I agree if somebody had nothing to do with it and they were trying to break up the fight, that's cool. But here's my issue. My issue is it's tiring. We've got to come to a time where it's tiring for us. I don't care if it was a black man or white man. If you're asked to move your vehicle or move your boat, you need to move it. Now, if they were nowhere next to where the Harriet II needed to dock, then I understand. But you never put hands on somebody. And you're white. You're in Montgomery, Alabama. You in the South. You lucky this one Florida. Because in Florida, them white boys might have ended up with holes in them. And some of those black people who got off of the boat, it would have been a straight shootout most likely, because some of them white boys in Florida would have had guns out. So my thing is this. Those 3 should be punished. Now the ones, whether they were black or white, who hurt somebody that had nothing to do with it, they should be charged as well. I don't care, black or white, you don't hurt or hit innocent people. If the person was innocent and had nothing to do with anything, then you attack them, you should be charged. But what those brothers did, I salute them, because that man who's a security guard did nothing wrong. He was doing his job. And when he did his job, he got hit in the damn head for doing his damn job. It's sad. And this is stuff that we go against. And my thing is, do I think they would have done that to a white person? I think they would have, because they're ignorant. But because it was a brother man, it's going to escalate, because racial tensions, no matter how people want to say it don't exist, it still exists. Me, I'm from a racist part, and St. Petersburg is racist. Tampa racist. Florida racist. So I know what it's like when you see a brother getting messed with, whether they have authority or not. But if they're just doing their job and he has the authority to, authority to go over there and tell you to move your shit, you need to move your shit. And a lot of times these guys don't want to do that because they saw him and they was like, oh man, he can't tell me to do nothing. Who is you? I'll pay your salary. It ain't about you paying the salary. It's about you respecting a man's authority. This colorism has got to die. And Marlon Wayans, you a piece of shit. You little fugazi bastard. And you lucky, you see a lot of you celebrities, see y'all live in a bubble. See, y'all can't come around where real people are at because we would have put you on your head. You'd have got the piss slapped out your mouth for saying that dumb shit you said. You should get your head slapped. You evidently didn't watch the whole clip where you seen the security guard getting jumped by men. I don't care if they're white or whatever. They were getting jumped. He was getting jumped by men at his workplace doing his goddamn job. There's some security people who don't do their job diligently like him. Some of them are assholes, and some of those deserve to get their head beat in, but not him. He didn't do nothing wrong. He did everything he was supposed to do. And I do not applaud the brawl because all it's going to do is say, oh, we niggas at the end of the day. That whole video just said, y'all niggas. That's all it said. We niggas. But am I happy that they went down there as black men to support their other black men? Absolutely. See, the news don't want to show what really happened, but they can't. Only time they can spin it is showing the guy hitting the lady with the steel chair. That was uncalled for. If she didn't have nothing to do with it. Now, if she had something to do with it, break her head in. Because if it was a white security guard and a bunch of black men jumped off the boat and they did that to a white security guard, the nation would have been calling for their heads. So I applaud those brothers who got off that riverfront boat, the brother who swam across there to make sure that brother man was okay. Now, to those guys that's on the boat, we don't give a damn about y'all privilege today. The only reason a lot of you white people are really making it in this world, in the U.S. especially, is because the laws are catered to protect you. You want to know why you Latinos, Latinas, and you Asians, y'all can walk around here all like y'all cool? Because they cater everything to you guys. They do. They put us in so much of a box that any minute we're ready to blow up. That's why the brawl happened. That's why it extended to people who probably had nothing to do with it, because it's so much built up. Excuse me, I'm stuttering. It's so much built up anger, and for it to release like it did, that shows you how much hate is still going on in this country. But the hate starts from the top, with the laws, with the destruction of the communities where people feel like of color, they're being misguided, being did dirty, not allowed to learn, not allowed to grow in certain courses that will give them an advantage in the world. Whereas our counterparts, they get all the advantages they want. And it's just sad. And the only thing, you know what they're going to say? Y'all complain too damn much. That's all they're going to say. That's how they throw our shit to the side. But if we talk about the punk ass Jews, if we'd have slapped the punk ass Jew and then said, F y'all, that's why the Nazis killed you, you know what would have happened? We would have been canceled. They would have had us on, they'd have had all them Jews on Oprah and all them shows, seeing if they okay. All they want to talk about is riverfront brawl, instead of saying men attacked security guard. Why couldn't you say 3 white men attacked a black security guard? No, they can't say that because you know why? That doesn't sell papers. That doesn't sell nothing. News is all drama. If it's not drama, if it's not depicted as something that makes you afraid or makes you riled up or excited, it ain't worth shit. It's not. 3 white men attacked a black security guard and nobody talked about it. They just said riverfront brawl. Why'd you call it riverfront brawl? Y'all don't believe me? Look at this. Shout out to The Guardian, by the way. I love The Guardian. Look at this. 3 white men face assault charges in Alabama riverfront brawl. Now, I see that right now. Let me go to the next one. Now look at what NBC put. 3 men charged with assault in Montgomery riverfront brawl. Is that telling you something? So, and in New York Times saying, so fair use act, fair use. So here it is if you didn't see it.
The story of Dracula on the left.
Hold on. Fair use act. All right, so here it is. I'm finna show you guys the video. Hopefully they don't strike my page with this. So, fair use act, fair use.
Is crew from our little dinner cruise boat. We got off our ship to go over there to move that black pontoon boat on his own because those guys who parked there were told not to leave it there and they left it there. So he's just pushing it off. That's funny. Took matters into his own hands. I love it.
So now he trying to explain to him you got to move the boat. And he said that see that?
Ooh, confrontation with the owner of the boat.
So he's telling them to move the boat, but they're being disrespectful. See, they've been waiting there. They've been waiting there for 45 minutes because these idiots, those idiots don't want to move the goddamn boat. And thank God for the camera, because if it wasn't for the camera, it would have been trouble. See, he's pointing, telling them, "Lo, you gotta move. They gotta park their boat. I understand, but look, you gotta move. They gotta park there." And he's trying to explain it. And they yelling at the dudes to move the damn boat. And you see this dude getting ignorant. He trying to tell them, "Look, man, just sit over there, chill." They trying to tell him get out the way. So they tell him get out the way. No, harmless. No, everything chill mode. This is crazy. Fair use at, fair use at. They and the people that's on the boat are pissed off. They trying to dock. You blocking the thing and he's trying to tell you you in the way. They trying to park. And they still going over it. And he coming down like, what's going on? He's saying they gotta move the boat. They trying to park. And see, this is brother man doing his job correctly. He trying to tell them what to do. But they don't want to listen to brother man. They don't want to listen to brother man at all. You see him pointing like, look, man, you got to move the boat. It's not me. You got to move the boat. And then look at that. Through the hat. Look at him. Got him by the neck. And he started swinging, and that's when he jumped in. The idiot came and jumped in. They just jumping on him. And see, he trying to pull him off. He punched the white boy. So you see that, right? He pushed the white boy. So it wasn't no race thing. Cause the white boy trying to pull him off. And fair use at, fair use at. So, and he gonna punch the white boy. Look at this. See that? Jumping on him. And you see they punched the dude in the blue. He trying to pull him off like, yo. And you see her trying to pull the boy off like, what is you doing? Get off of the... And you see brother man trying to pull him off. He like, no, stay off him, get off him. Get off him, get off him, stay back. And then, he just tackled somebody because he mad now. And he telling lady, dog, don't touch me, lady, don't touch me. And she trying to touch him. He like, don't touch me. And see, they the ones who started it. And you see the brothers walking up. You see all of them walking up like, yo, what are you doing? So that goes to show you like the stupidity. But they not going to tell you that on the national news because it make them look bad. Some people just have a problem with authority. Like, dude, they told you to chill and you still was going off. And they try to make it a race thing. You see white people, you seen the white boy in the blue shirt trying to pull him off. They just pushed him back. Then you got white people and others coming down there to break it up. And you got all the brothers, they ready. But they didn't show you the other footage after that. The brothers got off that boat, one swam over there, and they beat the shit out them white boys. Beat the shit out of them. But am I proud of this? No, I'm not proud of it because and it's not black people, it's the other side. White people don't know what they just did. These three white men have made us look bad. And all we did was the right thing. But guess what? We're going to be seen as animals. And I blame the white guys. I blame them. It's their fault. They should all get charged. They all should do time. Now, the ones that weren't involved with it, and whether they're black or white and they did some harm to people who weren't involved, they need to go to jail. They need to go to jail. But those white boys, them three there, they deserve to go to jail. So my thoughts on the whole thing is I'm proud that the brothers stood together. They went and made sure that the security officer was good. He was gravy. They protected him. But the excessiveness after that, I did not like. Once it's over with, it's over with. It's done. But I can't blame it because you're in a city that is brewing with a lot of hate because of the laws. And this is why I keep trying to say We as people, black, white, Asian, or whatever, need to come together and change these laws where to help people, but nobody wants to help brothers. None of the other folk want to help black people at all because they have been bred and taught to hate us and to look at us as mindless animals, and all we're good for is having sex, robbing, stealing, and killing. But shout out to those brothers. I'm proud of you guys. You guys stood up, but I am upset with those white men for inciting and spreading a race war, for inciting a brawl in a place that had nothing to do with black or white. It just had to do with your dumb ass not wanting to move the boat because you're privileged. Thank you for listening. I'm out. Deezy.